Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the TCS. I can hear myself on stream because I didn't mute that, but it is Chris with a K back to bring you action with KJ. KJ, we have seen some fantastic Rocket League tonight. How do you feel like this next match is going to fare against those played already?
I've been too worried about talking. I haven't actually been watching. Hey, I'm gonna keep it real. I think this is gonna be a blowout.
Oh my! What?
Yep.
A blowout?
I think it's gonna be a blowout.
You know what?
You want to know why?
Yeah, why is that? I'm curious. I think we've got a great matchup here.
Because back-to-back casting has turned me into a series villain right now.
You just want to get out as fast as possible, huh?
Yes, sir.
Alrighty. Well, you know what? It is going to be the first time, I believe, seeing Squeaky Clean and the Feline Fury hitting the field. The battle of the ducks and the cats. So we will see who comes out on top. We do have a floater playing KG Fan in place of Angel. Angel, who has been deployed into the desert. We wish him the best of luck, but the show goes on here, and we'll see if his team can do him proud. Casey Wazy, quick shot off the bar. It's not going to be in quite yet, but a tap-in will do just that.
Yeah, and it's a tap-in for an own goal. I'm just going to throw that out there. I don't really think that there was any real opportunity to be able to save that. So too cool. Just gonna go ahead and throw it in there. Give his team an opportunity to have some time, be able to tie this game up, maybe potentially as quickly as possible.
And you know what, KJ? I gotta say, if there is one team that I want to see succeed outside of my own, it is gonna be Squeaky Clean. I just feel like that embodies just good sportsmanship and everything to do with it. How can you be mad at that little logo? I mean, absolutely a treat around, but Feline Fury starting it off hot. Casey Wazy. I don't know too much about this. This was the one player I didn't know how they would perform, but just from what I have seen so far, this is going to be a player on the radar for the season.
Yeah, definitely going to be one to watch, especially with a play like that. Able to get the full air dribble and able to get into the flip reset. Did get the reset, but unfortunately just not able to really do anything with it. So you can just tell already the mechanics, the mechanical genius that could potentially be at work here to be able to find those good opportunities. Even though it is the 1v3 plays, I think the biggest thing to look at is how much time he can waste for his team.
Oh, absolutely. I think that has been the one telltale factor of how these teams can actually play defense throughout the weekend is, are they able to get their team to rotate back, or are the teams just overwhelming that last man? Because typically you don't want to leave your third man in that one-on-two situation, but it does happen more than teams would like. And, well, everyone's got to be prepared for that. And a great passing play here, too cool. He's off the ceiling. He gets it in field as well. The shot just a little bit behind Casey Wazy. No boost. He's not going to get a great touch. No one waiting in the midfield. KG takes a slap shot towards the net, but denied by Lack.
You know what I do like to see? I like to see the confidence in KG. Remember, Chris, we were here when KG first joined into what was originally, or at least what once used to be called FTL, and there wasn't really too much in the way of confidence in the way that he was playing. But I like seeing the confidence that he has now. He's going for different balls. He's trying to make sure that he's challenging at a good time. So seeing that confidence is actually really refreshing.
Oh, yeah. I think especially he has taken up the third man position here. I like seeing a third man play a little more aggressive, and I think he's doing a great job at that. They need to get a little bit more controlled on the other end of the field. That's just kind of... I think you got a lot of pressure coming out from the Feline Fury here. They are definitely more mechanically inclined, it appears. Casey Wazy definitely leading the charge on that. But you also got Lack on the other side, where Lack, I'm pretty sure, was drafted as the best player overall. And I would say that's probably the best round one pick you're going to get for Division 2. He is just that much of a statement on the field, and Virus doing everything in his power to keep that out. But we are within 1 goal going down to the last 100 seconds. And these teams near inseparable. A shot comes through finally. KG scores.
And like I said, having that confidence is playing that third man role. And it's just like you said, KG having that confidence to just say, you know what, the heck with it. I'm going to just go ahead and commit for it. And sure enough, it works out for him. And he's able to tie this game up.
What a time to do it, too. Never out of it. Always within it. Bringing it tied after Feline Fury got a really early goal. And, you know, given all that time, it felt like Squeaky Clean able to slowly inch back into it. And I think that's pretty good momentum builder for game 1, especially when you're playing with someone maybe unfamiliar in the floater. But KZ Wazy snipes that top corner. He'll get the lead back.
Just a great shot here. Good read off the backboard. Good patience. And I think that's going to be a key here, is how patient are you to wait for the potential miss, to be able to recover for that second touch, or that second shot.
And coming down to the final minute. A quick pass, and that shot going to be just a bouncer. I don't believe they expected it. KG coming in, trying to get that away, and Virus has got an open net, but couldn't capitalize on it. Fritzen, he's going to get the bump. KG coming in, the final shot, too cool. He's just going to get dunked to the corner. Lack going to continue it, but no boost. Virus, he's got one. He's got a pinch, but it's denied by Fritzen. Too cool. Got to play this one carefully. KZ Wazy waiting, but I believe he was bumped out of the way by Virus. Incredible work. KG into the corner, trying to build something. Can't get it middle. Virus is beat. Too cool is the last man back. Rate 50 goes sideways, but right now, Squeaky Clean, they need to find each other in that offensive third, and they need it now.
Yeah, and as we move into the last 12 seconds of this game, Squeaky Clean got to find something here, and they have to do it as quick as possible. They've got to find a way to be able to throw this other stuff off in that ball. Oh, I thought KG had that. If he did, I probably would have quit for the night.
That is devious work right there. Instead of trying to play the save, I believe that was Lack that played the bump there onto KG, and that is going to be infuriating. But wow, is that 200 IQ? I can't believe it. That was incredible to see, because KG, he definitely was slamming that one home all day of the week. And man, I give it up to Feline Fury. They got their opportunities and they made them count, but 6 shots to 6 shots. The scoreboard, I mean, every goal from both teams was assisted, and they got 3 saves each. Like, this scoreboard is near inseparable. I don't think one team played bad. I don't believe one team played astounding, but the opportunities were definitely taken more advantage of by the Feline Fury.
Yeah, and I mean, no matter what you look at whenever you're actually looking at this score, despite the points, the scoreboard tells the exact story of that entire game perfectly. There isn't just, one team had 15 shots, one team had 3. There was pressure on both sides, that both defensive and offensive, that they were all able to capitalize where they needed to. It's just unfortunate that Squeaky Clean was not able to capitalize to a point on a lot of different plays that could have potentially won them that game.
Absolutely, and we get into game 2. We'll see if Squeaky Clean can get a quicker start. Virus on the double touch, just ran out of boost at the end. Daisy Wazy, he's going to take his attempt at it, get it over the last man. Lack for the shot is going to get it in after a close call, but will get it there.
That didn't look like it was 62, I'm not going to lie. The double was so quick. But even still, great job utilizing the fact that there was a triple commit from Squeaky Clean. And that's something that they're really going to have to watch out for, because that is going to get punished 9 times out of 10, especially whenever you have this team that seems to have really good mechanics behind it.
Too cool. Around the corner, a little bit too hard, but gets it all the way across. KG tries to play it back infield. Very low on boost is Squeaky Clean. KZ He's going to get that out of the midfield. Take a quick shot on net. Double touch, not in reach. KG, great save. Finds Virus, and that one's going to be sniped to the corner, but just hits the post and ricochets up. KG, though, he's not done. Virus might have a second attempt, but so low on boost are Squeaky Clean. I would almost say that they're spending a little bit too much time in the offensive half. They're not letting the rotation come through fully. And that's really starting to hurt them when it comes down to it, because Tuchel, a great pass, but still no boost.
Yeah, and that's the boost control is something that Squeaky Clean is going to really have to work, especially throughout this game, if they want to be able to, one, find an equalizer, as well as be able to get a game win. And that's a really good fake by Virus, but unfortunately, it's also an issue of playing a little too close. I think Squeaky Clean is trying to really force an issue when there doesn't need to be a force there, and that one's off the post by KG, and off the crossbar is Too Cool. Tied 1-1. And what a shot from KG.
Oh, I know, and the bounce from it, too, just that much better. And Too Cool putting that one in the only place he realistically could and still having to use the bar to push it that much further. Great offense there from Squeaky Clean. I want to see that develop more. KG's off the corner now, but no one's in field for that one. Casey Wazy, he's going to send that long. Virus, he's going to try to send it back, and it's a triple commit for Feline Fury. They do not want to let that get out of control, as I know Squeaky Clean will take that that open net all day of the week. But KG a little bit awkward here, trying to buy time. Virus, he'll win that 50, push it further on the sidewall. These teams getting locked in a battle right now. 50 goes all the way to the other side, and it's Casey Wazy. But again, met by Squeaky Clean. They are doing a great job of getting a hand up on this ball every time. Virus with the save. Yeah,
and one thing that I'm noticing is that there's not really too much in the way of physicality.
Mm-hmm.
I really think Squeaky Clean needs to get a little bit more physical. That ball's going on target, and that's going to be in for second goal. But back to the point that I was saying, the physicality, we too searching out the demos. We have not really seen that yet. I really think that that's what's going to end up throwing this Feline Fury team off, is if they start searching for demos.
Yeah, I mean, breaking down the rotation, especially with what Feline Fury have going on. I mean, no open nets have been given to Squeaky Clean, and that definitely shows in the scoreboard. But they definitely need to find something else to break down this defense, because I'm very concerned at the offense of Squeaky Clean. I mean, it's not bad. They've got good bones to work with, but this Feline Fury team, when you got powerhouses in play, you definitely need to be a little more cautious and creative on the attack. And even then, it was a great pass infield, but I think just one more touch too many. The communication, a little bit lackadaisical, but not gonna threaten it too much. And that's Too Cool on the shot. Clean that one up all day, and it's 2-2.
Yeah, and it was something interesting there that I noticed. I said earlier about space, and their KG committed way too far. Too Cool had a perfect opportunity and a perfect pass that went mid, and KG had pushed up a little too far, so there was no real opportunity. They squandered it because of that, and that's a really good flick from Too Cool. The pressure alleviation is there. It's just the execution on following through.
Yeah. And 1 minute to go. We've seen this situation before. It was Feline Fury to take advantage of it. But the way Squeaky Clean is getting back into the series, I wouldn't put it against them, but they need to watch touches like that from Casey Wazy. Beautiful save from Virus, keeping that one out. KG trying to continue it, but just no boost. One thing I need to see Squeaky Clean get a hold of real quick, because it's getting dicey. KZ on the beat. KG, another win Too Cool to the back wall. Virus, he can't make... Oh, that's not Virus. That's Lack. He can't make the touch, but it doesn't matter. It's not in harm's way. KZWazy, that's a dangerous touch in field. Virus takes a shot, but it's just wide. Fritzen, no boost. KZ, no boost now. It's all empty right now for Feline Fury. If it's going to score, it's going to be now. But Lack is a demon on the field. KG keeping it up, but it will drop overtime in game 2.
That was another 200 IQ play by Lack.
This guy is
actually
the smartest player in the world.
Actually, I wouldn't say 200 IQ. I would say 1,000 IQ. He played for the demo again on KG, which... listen, if you're a team that's looking to continue pressure, to keep having good pressure, and you lose that, what's the first thing you're going to want to do?
Mm-hmm.
Let's remove a player from the field.
Yep.
So, and a very good job by Lack to do that.
And it does seem like the demos are coming out more and more. We'll see who actually takes the advantage of it. Virus into the corner. KZWazy gets it under control. Too Cool. Sending bodies at the ball. We'll see what comes of that. Fritzen up high. Virus just trying to dump it into the corner. Just get a little bit more control. That's a great bump. Too Cool. No touch, but KG is able to clean it up. Lack. A screamer to the top shelf. But nothing more on that. KZWazy right at 2 defenders. Lack tries infield. Fritzen way too far back, and that's a big miss. It's a long ball. Virus is up. No one's in net, and he scores! Beautiful play. It's clean, and that will be Squeaky Clean taking the win.
No, it's not just clean. That was squeaky clean.
Whew.
What a finish to just game 2.
Yeah.
That's only 2. We are tied 1-1. What a play from Too Cool and Virus. Just all around. Beautiful way to end the game. But we got to take a second, Chris, and we're going to talk about this because there is a serious issue on the team, on the side of Feline Fury. And that issue is control maintained.
Yeah.
They are not controlling the ball like they were in game 1. They're not controlling the pace of play. They've got to do that to really force Squeaky Clean into those major commits. Because that was what was hurting Squeaky Clean in game 1. But they had every opportunity to be able to clean it up in game 2. So maintaining that control is really going to push them, and it's going to push Squeaky Clean to be a little bit more the ball out of their hands.
Yeah, 100% agree. I mean, the offense, it finally feels like it is clicking for Squeaky Clean. It's just their opportunities are limited at the moment when it comes to trying to find out what works against the Feline Fury, because, I mean, as we've seen from Lack's defensive master class, it's not easy to get the ball around them, and it does take big plays in big moments to get the win. So we'll see if they can replicate it here. That's a double commit. Finding Too Cool on the side, though. A pop in. Virus going to take the boost. KZWazy, nothing on that one. Virus tries for the shot, but ends up faking it. Too Cool. Can't get anything on that. Everyone pretty low on boost, and that's going to pay dividends for Squeaky Clean. Too Cool on the shot. Plays it low. Fritzen, great save. KG, a pop up. Might just have another one. The demo from Too Cool gives an opportunity, but KZ on the save. The team's going back and forth right now. I feel like we might have our stalemate match here.
It seems to be game 3 has been the stalemate match every single time. Like every single game so far for the alpha season has been game 3 stalemate. So I have a feeling that you're correct. But Chris, I do have to ask, what does Squeaky Clean need to do to break out of it? Because Feline seems to be perfectly content with just putting the ball down the field and waiting for the mistake.
I gotta say it's communication. There's been a handful of times where in each game, Squeaky Clean have double committed pretty heavily as well. Especially even on something like that first miss there, it has the third man then forced to make a touch that they're not expecting to make, and it leads to plays like this where Lack can just take advantage of it because it leaves them in a worse spot, and that it's just the consistency, I think, right now. If Squeaky Clean, if you have to make a montage play every time to get a goal, well, you could definitely bet that it's going to be easier to clean that up than it is to just get a goal from a long shot. So, communication, consistency, get those two things under control, then I think they have the makings to win it here. But we'll see. The demos definitely are helping out quite a bit. They're getting more space, and another one comes through, but on to Virus. KG trying to keep it in. Off the corner, gets beat. KZ downfield. Virus take it over, and losing it to Fritzen, but it's KG right there on the return. It's great play that they always have someone on the ball, but it's all three members right there again. KG, he's got an open shot. The bumps come through, but Fritzen still recovers.
He didn't recover. Fritzen got bumped up into that ball. That is so unfortunate. That would have been a perfect shot. It would have gone over Fritzen's head. But when Virus went for that bump, he literally got up underneath Fritzen and was able to... And Fritzen was able to get credited with that save. But give the assist to Virus on that one.
50 on the corner. And we do find ourselves yet again in a one-goal situation where it's Feline Fury up, and it's still scoreless for Squeaky Clean. Great shot, too cool. Better save, didn't get credit, but will definitely be thanking, his teammates will be thanking him for that one. Shot just a little wide. Lack trying to push it downfield, full tank of boost now. What can he do out of the corner? Virus, big miss, and he just puts it in!
That is an angle and a half. Yeah, he did not have much room to work with there. Great shot by Lack. Well done. Way to take control of that ball. And that's exactly what we're kind of talking about in between game 2 and 3. Is the control. Controlling the pace of the game and keeping control of the ball, maintaining that control. Lack doing a very good job of that. Trying to make sure that Feline Fury continues to do that. And it seems to be paying dividends for them.
Coming down, final minute. Squeaky Clean. They haven't been shut out yet, but right now, their opportunities, they've been stunted at every single chance, and Too Cool keeping that one out for now. KG trying to get a hand up on it. Too Cool. Another great save. But the relentless pressure from Feline Fury, they just cannot buy any kind of space. KZ taking this one up the sidewall. He's got it one more touch. Too Cool. Keeping it in the corner. Lack a shot, but it's wide. 30 seconds to go. And they need to start it now, and they need to even just have an opportunity at overtime. They need a goal right now.
It doesn't seem like Feline Fury is going to allow that at all. Because here we are in the last 10 seconds. Feline Fury has all the pressure. Not a whole heck of a lot of boost. Oh. Excuse me. Oh, God. Why did I just forget team names?
Squeaky Clean and the Feline Fury.
Yeah, Squeaky Clean. There wasn't any real opportunities for Squeaky Clean. It's just... There's a lot that's happened tonight, Chris. You're going to have to forgive me if I forget a team name here or there.
No, I don't think I will.
Well... I could always leave.
Well, please don't do that. But you know what? 2 shots from Squeaky Clean and Feline Fury registering 3 saves. Someone is the ghost has come in. Yes, the ghost has come in for Squeaky Clean to help them out. But still, I mean, the shot ratio having 9 shots on Feline Fury to the 2 on Squeaky Clean. There was really no getting out of their own half that game. And despite the defensive masterclass that Squeaky Clean put on, it was just too much to handle. This Feline Fury comes out swinging. So Squeaky Clean, I mean, you're down 2-1 now. The back's against the wall. What can you do? What else do you have in the tank? And I think it just stems the communication. If they just get that on lock, maybe just play, ping pong. Just send that ball down the other end of the field. It cannot hurt. Maybe you catch a player or 2 out. They miss a clear, something. Anything is better than nothing at this point.
I will agree with you on that, but I also think it has to do with slowing the pace of the game down. They're trying to match the same speed as Feline Fury, and it's just not working. And I think if they slow it down just a little bit, they'll be able to catch Feline Fury off, and they won't have as many close calls and close encounters of the 17th kind, and they'll be able to find those opportunities a little better.
Yeah, and we'll see what happens now on Estadio Vita, the map where the team colors are backwards for some reason. Maybe it is a sign that it's not just the orange versus blue debate. Maybe it's just left versus right. And maybe something else stems from it. I already say that Squeaky Clean look a lot better in this game. They're getting these touches away from Feline Fury, which is definitely a massive help. Is any touch you can make that doesn't directly get to the opponent is a good touch. And they are doing very well for that. Too cool. He's demo hunting. Virus is going to lose that one in the midfield. KG playing the back wall. He doesn't find a touch, and that's a great save from Virus. Britain can't get it through anywhere else. Too cool.
Oh.
Gets it down to Virus, who transition out and back into the midfield to take a shot. But KZ, he's waiting in patience there. He's just one of the smartest players I've seen in this match.
Who, KZ?
Yes.
Yeah, his patience is currently unrivaled by anyone on the field. He's just playing a very patient, okay, you know what? If they're going to hit it to me, they can hit it to me, and I go ahead and do two with it, and then I'll make anybody that needs to commit, and Lack is going to put that in off of a pass from KZ. KZ Wazy acting crazy. I don't know.
This guy's got bars, and, well, Lack
has goals.
He has goals. Bars and goals, that's all you need, guys. That's all you need.
Bar.
Ooh. Hang on. Now we're cooking. Oh, great touch. Too cool. Oh, just the boost, man. I'm just telling you, Too Cool has half a tank of boost. He's scoring 80% more than he is right now. It really feels like Feline Fury have dominated every inch of the field right now. And what more could they do? Well, what more can Squeaky Clean do? Because Lack is just having free play right now.
I have an issue. There was something I just happened to notice. Besides, obviously, the great shot from Lack, well done. But KG, not playing with the confidence that he played with in Game 2.
Yeah.
I wonder if there's a mental aspect that's happening right now. That last game was, kind of a little bit of a heartbreaker, but at the same time, I think there's a confidence issue right now with KG.
Yeah, and maybe that could just be due to the fact that, they're down 2-1. The pressure has been unrelenting. He's not, he'd rather play safe than sorry, but right now you need goals to get back in it. I mean, 2 down, 2 minutes to go. Plenty of time, but you have to utilize that time to really make it worth it. And KG, he's going out into the corner, around the sidewall. That's 2 up, and it's a free ball right in front of the net. Too cool, getting beat by KZ. Virus. High ball, gonna force KZ to use all his boost on that one. KG down the sideline. Lack. 1 touch, and he'll pick up that mid boost. He's able to keep going with it, but Too Cool. Already positioned for that one. Wrapped around the front of the net. KG hits it to the corner. Shot doesn't come through. Virus realized he was beat. He's just going to play it from the back. KG running some interference. Trying to get a control of this ball. It is a 2-on-1 situation now. KG's got KZ. But cannot find the shot. Too cool. Misses the follow-up. And right now, Squeaky Clean, everything going wrong for him.
Squeaky Clean looking a little dirty right now. And I think it's about time that they start playing a little bit more dirty.
Yeah, pull out the stops. I think that's what they got to go for at this point. Send the house, send the kitchen sink. Yeah, you have to at this point. You don't want to lose. But I mean, credit the Feline Fury, right? These guys are playing lights out Rocket League.
Yeah, I mean, they're definitely playing really well. I just, I think at this point right now, you just have to say, well, what's the worst that can happen? They score again?
I mean, yeah, technically. Doesn't look good on the stats. You want to end up on the higher echelon of the power rankings, and especially, I guess, just a confidence builder going into the rest of the season. As I don't know if KG will be their long-standing floater for Angel's situation, but it is going to be the Feline Fury taking this one in four. Credit where credit is due. Squeaky Clean, I would say, had a phenomenal game too, but in the end, the Fury, they came out and they were hungry.
Yeah, and they really did a little struggle there in game 2. I think there was just a little bit of a communication / confidence issue because game 1 was so close. But then after that, they just played lights out Rocket League. I mean, they played, and that's really all it took.
Yeah, and well, there is always another week. Just because you take the loss here does not mean that will transfer over again. But hats off to Feline Fury getting the win. I know Reese is going to be happy with that one.